Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Akron's hottest and fastest growing show, 330 to Go. I'm your host, Hank Forrester, coming to you live somewhere in Copley, Ohio. Tonight, we get a chance to unwind and talk about Christmas in a casual setting. But before we do that, we're once again joined by the dulcet tones of Danny Marie.
How you doing, Hank?
I'm just living the dream.
Just living the dream, Danny. Living the dream.
Folks, tonight's episode is also brought to us by Sheena's Platinum Movement. Sheena Mason, just a kid from Akron, runs a local dance studio in West Akron, just around the corner from Acme Number 1. Students range from 3 to adult, and they cover disciplines such as tap, modern, ballet, hip-hop, jazz, and African. They also offer private lessons. Please find them on Facebook or online at platinummovement.com. as open enrollment is now available.
So we'd like to welcome all those that are going to tune in tonight from Sheena's 12 Days of Christmas promotion. Our kids have been going to Sheena's now for many, many years. I'm sure that Kate could share a lot more stories with you about the experiences they've had at that studio. But Jillian initially was our first dancer there. She didn't really stick with it. It just wasn't her thing. She's more into theater. But both Sierra and now Addie. So we have all three girls have now danced at Sheena's, and two of them are still there. And Sierra is really excelling. She's part of Miller South Dance Academy as well. So as a result, we're really connected to Sheena. We're really happy that she's coming on board as a sponsor for 2019. So we're excited. We're excited to have her be a part of 330 to Go moving forward. We've also got a special announcement, and this is more for you, okay? So let's get I lost my thing.
Buttons are out. My
buttons are out. Where'd it go? Yeah, I love having technical difficulties right at the beginning. All right, so applause. Special announcement. We're going to be adding another show to the network in 2019. We finally have named it. We're there with the name. Are you there with the name?
We're there.
All right, you're there with the name.
Now that looked it up a little.
Now that we explained it, it's called A View from the Apex, okay? So Akron is the Greek word for summit or apex, hence the word Summit County. Summit County is the highest elevation point of Ohio, right? Akron happens to be the highest point of Summit County, and it's the county seat, okay? So we've named it A View from the Apex, and what it's going to be a show where ladies are going to banter and kind of just chew the fat about local and current event topics. All right, so we're looking forward to that. We're going to have one or two hosts. Danny's going to be the main host. Yay.
Your buttons are really delayed.
Buttons are delayed, I think. All right, there. Forget it. Applause. All right? The audience can applaud. So what's going to happen is these ladies get a chance to sit down and have a panel discussion, and they get to talk and just
drink wine,
share their thoughts, drink wine, and they're not going to fight at all, right? So that should be really interesting. 2019, we'll have one or two hosts, and then we'll have like a panel of rotating ladies in and out. Should be a lot of fun, okay? That really was inspired by our Christmas gift-giving show where you guys said, hey, we should do this more often.
Yeah, anyone who watched that show saw Jen and I go at it.
Yeah, so
it was good entertainment.
Point being, we're looking forward to 2019. It should be some really good programming. We're going to probably have it the same night as 330 immediately following. So we'll do 330 on Sunday nights, and we're probably going to move to the 6 p.m. time slot because by that point the Browns games will be over. So we'll go 6 to 7 for that, and then probably moving forward after that, their show will be immediately following with like a 10-minute delay, so I can reset the studio and whatnot. So I wanted to point out yesterday, if you haven't had a chance to go see the footage yet, when the show's over tonight, go to our 330 to Go page, and you can see our footage yesterday of the Shop with a Cop experience. I had a chance to go and basically the Akron PD and a number of other police districts all in this area, Fairlawn, Bath, the Summit County Sheriff, Copley, Summa Health Services.
Did we get a number on how many
I don't know. I'm guessing there were probably between 100 to 150 officers and 100 to 150 kids, because it looked like in that 200 to 300 range. Okay,
I would agree.
It was really cool. They go and they eat breakfast with Santa. over at the Fairlawn Community Center area, and then the caravan. So the caravan all the way from downtown, which wakes up all the neighbors because it's at 7:00, and it's literally close to 75 to 80 cruisers, all screaming with every kind of siren you could think of.
And
So
horns honking
and everything. So it gets
if you
the
were
kids
sleeping in, you were
Yeah,
awake.
it gives the kids a real fun experience. So make sure you go check that out. It was a lot of fun to cover that, and I got about 7-8 minutes of footage of that. Now let's talk about tonight before we go on with where we're at, and that is the whole thought process that we had with this whole Christmas light display viewing. The goal was to kind of get just some holiday cheer going, and to get an opportunity to shed some light on some folks that really go all out during the holiday season. So we had a bunch of nominees come in, and it was really hard for me and us to kind of decide how to put them into categories.
They were so different.
They were so
many
different, and
ideas and ways of doing
there was
it.
ways to do it, and category 1 and 2 should have been stationary lights versus lights with music. Okay, so it automatically separated the two houses into two different groups. And we went on a tour. I took the kids around Summit County. And again, this is such a broad scope. First of all, we know about the house in Wadsworth. That's the dude that did the whole Chevy Chase thing, which is phenomenal
He
and
does that
awesome.
every year.
But the point is, he got a lot of news coverage with that. And I was just like, you know what? That's fine. We winner, chicken dinner. God bless him. Okay. I wanted to see the ones that people don't know about. All right. But are really awesome displays. And we did a lot of research on it, and we really found some great houses to go to.
And thanks everyone who kind of sent us addresses. and
Yeah, we had a
helped us
bunch of
with that.
addresses sent in, and so
And we were able to put together a good list.
when the show's over, just message us if you want that list. I can actually send it to you. I've got it on a Word document form, and it works in a loop around the Summit County area. Goes to Stowe, goes to the Falls, goes to Talmadge, goes over to Barberton, includes Norton, includes Copley, and Green as well. So it's kind of like a circle loop that it does. And you can see some really cool and neat light displays. The house in the Falls, I gave them an honorable mention. Their entire driveway is lit with archways. It's really cool. But the problem with that house is it's far back off the road, so you can see the display, but you're not really in it,
Yeah.
So that was really neat to see. There's a house not too far from here on Fraser Boulevard or Avenue in Copley. It's about a 5-minute drive from where we're at right now. I would put them as the best. I put them what is what?
You're gonna have
I
to
just
show it.
disclosed. Yeah, we're in undisclosed location, but we want people to see this house anyway. We'll tell them in a minute. But the point is, it's not far from here, and I love their display because it lights up the backyard too. Like the front and back are both going to lights in sequence, and it was like modern, like island music. It was really, really sweet. So make sure you check that one out for sure. And then also Brian, if Brian's watching right now, I had Brian's house highlighted. Brian, we gave him the Tech Award. All right, because Brian's house.
Talk to you?
Brian's the one that he talks to me. He talks to you through the microphone. He's got a microphone that broadcasts in through the system. So that was really.
It creeped him out a little bit.
It was no, because I'm talking to my son. I'm filming live, and Wyatt's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then you hear "Merry Christmas 330 to go," and I was like,
Did they just talk to us?
I was like, what was that? And I'm like, son, did you hear that? And he's like, yeah. And then when we got off the air, he sticks his head out the door and he goes, hey, does the kid have to go to the bathroom? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, just send him on in. So I completely trusted him, sent my kid into some stranger's house to just.
You didn't go in with
No, I'm like, because the baby was asleep in the van.
Sacrificed one
yeah.
child for
Horrible
the other.
turn of
Which
events.
No.
shit do I say?
Horrible.
No. It wasn't.
Asleep.
He's
Kids with the stranger.
He's 10. He's 10. He can defend himself, and the guy's got a holiday display, so it can't be that bad,
He's
right?
got to be safe. He's
It's
got
not-
a Did you hear that, everyone? If
it's
you have a
not-
holiday display,
It's
you
not.
are
Hey,
safe.
no, it's not like. It's not like we're going. It's not like a put the lotion in the basket scenario. Okay, it's I knew the dude was like okay, right? And he's watching right now. He's laughing. He's on right now. He's watching. The point is,
Thank you, Brian, for sending Wyatt back out.
yeah. So what?
after going to the
What
bathroom.
Brian's house?
We appreciate
What
it.
Brian's house does is there's two things there. One, there's an LCD display. So you in the window, it's like a TV monitor where you can see Santa working in his workshop.
Mm-hmm.
So while the light display is going on, you see Santa like in this TV display doing his thing, right? And every once in a while he'll come to the window, he'll look out, and he'll like wave like this. It's totally cool. And then on top of that, he can talk to you, right? And then on top of that, and Nick Mancuso, our Does It Suck host, will attest to this, right? it's like modern music. So it's all like remixes. Like the one song was like a Christmas version of Turn Down for What? So the whole house is doon, 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 brrr, doon, doon. It was like awesome. Okay. So and then we did go to another house that had more traditional Christmas music, and some people like that. And then, of course, I see Bogart's over here weighing in. Yes, we stopped at Lake Anna, but the rules that we said were it had to be residential properties.
Yeah.
So commercial,
Dan does do an
local
awesome
commercial
job
properties,
at Lake
Dan,
Anna.
you got it. Lake Anna display at Barberton. You got
Hands down,
another week
it's
to see
awesome.
it. It's awesome. Okay. But when we looked at residentials, this is what we came up with. Okay. So and then the next question was, what do all the neighbors think? Someone brought this up, like for example, the one house was playing like the Village People. It was Noel, all right, and it was like it was bizarre, okay, because you're thinking
Like
it's
loud enough for all the neighbors to hear.
Yeah.
Bazinga.
yeah, it's like it's the Village People singing Noel, all right. Point being, what do the neighbors think with all these? What if you live next to one of these houses that like is flashy from 6 p.m. to like 11 and midnight. How does that work? All right. So we'll get into all that right now. But before we do that, let's go ahead and let's start our program right here, right now, live. We are in Copley, Ohio and we're dropping phones. We are on
Our studio audience is having fun back there.
Oak Tree.
Yes.
Oak Tree Road. Literally runs
Right off of Copley Road.
Right off of Copley Road. It's real easy to find. Okay. So without further ado, I'd like to wish half of our hosting team, because the other half prefers to monitor from her phone. All right. So folks, everybody, let's have a nice round of applause for Ryan right next to us over here. Okay. Yay. All right. So Ryan, thank you for allowing us into your home.
Yes, thanks for coming.
We
This
appreciate
is
it.
cool.
Your hat is sweet. We love it. Everybody
Thank
loves
you.
it. All right. So right now, folks, go ahead and share this. And again, if you're here and you're watching with Sheena's Platinum Movements, that group is tuning in live tonight. So make sure that you share it to your timelines as well, and that will get you qualified to win what Sheena is giving away tonight, which I think
What's
it's.
she giving away tonight? I
She,
didn't see it.
I'm
I
a
saw it
bad
posted
host.
and then I
Yeah,
missed it.
I'm a bad host. I shared it, but
Sorry,
I can't
didn't mean
remember.
to ask that.
So point being, go to
She did get
Sheena's
legal
Platinum
scripts.
Movements
What happens?
Facebook page, and you'll see what she's giving away tonight. And I should know that, but that's my bad. Point being, Ryan. So go ahead. First of all, before we get into the house, tell us about you. Tell us about the Corleys. What do we got going on
They're
here?
awesome.
Who are you guys?
Oh man, we are the Corleys.
Okay.
There is myself, Ryan, my wonderful, beautiful wife, Sarah. There is our oldest daughter, Katie, who she is hard at work, and we appreciate that.
Okay.
There is Rory. She is geeked out right now. Let me tell you.
Okay.
She's cracking out.
Okay.
And
Was she excited about the technology?
I,
a little,
I
like,
think she's just
check it
excited
out.
about people in the house.
Okay.
There's a whole homeschooler thing.
Okay.
Socialization. Not
Okay.
many people coming in.
Okay.
It's-
Wow.
no,
Are we-
it's
we-
all good. It's all good.
All right,
We
so,
socialize them. Nobody bites.
Okay. Hold on. Hold that thought.
Anymore.
So Sheena's giving away the Dancer and You store gift card. Thank you, Sheena, for reminding me of that. And I remember reading that this morning. All right. Keep going.
Okay. So Rory and little man Levi. I'm sure he's around here somewhere. He
He's
was
wore
up
out
here with
from our
us.
reindeer
Yep.
fights.
Yeah. He had reindeer antlers on and was challenging everybody to fight.
Okay.
That's okay.
Sweet.
So that's us. And we just do our thing. We've been here 3 years.
Okay.
3 years coming up in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And just doing our thing. What else you want to know?
All right. So let's segue then. You've only been here 3 years.
Correct.
Okay. That's not a long time.
No.
To be doing what you're doing right now.
No.
Okay. So tell us about Christmas.
Well,
So
Well, I've
go
been
ahead.
decorating for
can,
Go
a
ahead.
long time.
You guys, it's your show. Go for it.
well,
You know him. Go.
he's doing
Oh,
all
if
this.
it's my show.
It's
Oh.
your show. Go ahead. they hear enough of me. But I don't know if we're allowed to even mention what you do, of how you know how to do all of this.
I
Are we
am
allowed?
an electrician.
Yeah.
Okay.
You may see a truck sitting out there with advertisements.
Okay.
Call it if you want, whatever. I
As
don't
for
know
him,
how all that works.
He fixes
so.
all
No, you're
of
allowed.
my
No, hold
stuff
on. Do you
at
work
home.
for that company or is that your company?
I work for that company.
Yeah.
Okay, which is
That's how
fine.
we
I mean,
do
they
Yeah,
when they
free
see this show,
advertising.
I'm sure they'll
I'm sure
realize
there's a
that
couple
we're
We are
we're good. We're
accepting
Yeah.
we're sponsoring.
sponsors.
Yeah.
We are accepting more sponsors.
Where's that page? You had that in
Yeah,
2019.
there you
It's
go.
in there.
Find
Anyway, so yeah, well, I guess okay. How'd you get the idea? First of all, how did you guys grow up as far as Christmas? Apparently, Christmas had to be a big
Why
part
do
of
you
your
do
life, right?
Christmas, yeah. Of everything that we did throughout the entire year, my dad made sure Christmas was always over the top.
Okay.
He would decorate. I remember being little, stringing lights out. It's the first time I got electrocuted. Testing lights in the wet grass, in the rain, in the snow, plugging them in as a young
You
child.
learn a
Not a good
lot.
idea.
What?
Learn a lot.
Yeah. My
Okay.
kids don't play with live lights.
Okay.
They're
Lesson
all
learned.
yeah. So he would decorate, and I remember the house would be covered, and I remember thinking it was so amazing. But now when I look back on it, he didn't have very many lights. But so that's what got it going.
Okay.
And I always knew that I would take it to the next level.
Okay.
That I was going to do it bigger and better.
Okay.
And so that's what I did.
Mhm.
We lived in a little townhouse in Copley, and we had a little N unit, and I laid that sucker out with lights so nice. It was great.
Okay.
Just a few hundred lights, maybe 1,000.
Okay.
And then everywhere we lived in a duplex after that. I decorated our half of the duplex.
Okay.
Once we
How
got
did
in,
those neighbors feel?
they didn't care. I
You
didn't
see, like,
have
So
a
you
dark
did
side
half,
of the
yeah,
house.
Oh,
yeah.
and it was
Totally.
totally black and
Bruh.
bright. It was amazing. Yeah.
This is why I love them.
Wow.
Because they don't care.
Yeah.
No, no.
Cool story, bro.
So it's like that would be awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the
Come
door
to my
knock.
house.
But
It's
that's
the dark one.
that's where the door knock. Where you say, hey, you know, I'll do your house too. Just throw me a 20 or something or
How'd that
whatever,
work?
right?
Yeah, probably not.
No.
No.
How were they
I-
were at?
Yeah, no. Like, neighbors.
Okay.
Moving on.
All right. All right. So then you guys move in here. You've been here 3
Sure.
years, you said.
3 years.
So
Yeah.
technically 3 Christmases, right? Or no? Or right after
three
Christmas.
This will be
Christmases.
the
Yeah.
third
Okay.
Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you're like, oh, I have more space now.
Yeah. Well, there was a house.
Is that
across
why
the
you moved here? Was for the lighting display?
Well, I tell you, it was taken into consideration. 2-story house is out of the question. I'm not climbing a 2-story roof. You know, so that, yeah, how the lights look.
You're
on the
serious. You're
house,
not kidding right now.
I am not
No.
joking.
You
I would love to talk to
Yeah.
the realtor.
wait a second. Hold
This
on.
realtor.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
We
Hold
can't
on.
have
Cool story,
because
bro.
I can't put lights
Hold
up
on. Hold
in.
on. I don't
Yeah,
even
I'm
know
not
what
climbing
to.
up in the wing.
I don't even
Yeah.
have a button for this. Let's do that.
Just do it.
So you bought your house, and part of the requirement was single story for Christmas light purposes.
a small
It was
portion.
inconsiderate.
I'm just making sure
it
I'm
was
hearing
on
this.
the list.
I'm making sure I'm hearing this.
Bazinga.
All right, cool.
They're not denying this at all.
Okay.
It was
She's
on the
agreeing.
list.
All right. Okay. All right. So, all right. So then you get here, and then what do you do? I mean, did you immediately think, oh well, I need to up my budget? Did you have enough lights for the first year?
No.
Okay.
Never have it.
I didn't have enough lights this year.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
expand on that thought.
Yeah, because you start your display.
How did the idea start?
It doesn't. It's a lot of like, I got to get out there. I really should start. Oh, this weekend's going to be nice. Finally, you get out. Once you get going, you rip the Band-Aid off and you just start stringing lights up.
Couple late nights.
Okay.
Several late nights. There's been plenty of times they're out well after 10 o'clock. If the kids are in bed, I'm out there doing whatever. I got Christmas music playing.
Okay.
Staying in the mood, staying motivated, and getting going.
When do you start? Like Thanksgiving time or before that?
Yeah, ish. Thanksgiving-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
And-
well? And I put the poll up. We weren't Facebook friends
But
yet.
they don't get turned on until the.
No, but my poll I put up on November 1st.
Mhm.
I put a poll out there.
Mhm.
I said, okay, Halloween is now over.
Mhm.
When is it now appropriate to listen to Christmas music? Like, do you start November or do you start on Thanksgiving? And people voted, and like, we're very
Yeah.
passionate about it.
Yeah.
Like some people were like, no, it does. You got to give Thanksgiving its due.
Yeah.
And then Thanksgiving is when Christmas season starts after that.
Well, Thanksgiving we have Christmas music playing around the house,
Okay.
and
I feel like Thanksgiving
Yeah.
is the like appetizer to Christmas. Like it's all combined.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shortly after Thanksgiving, there's a countdown projection out there,
We'll see that.
and that goes up that's the very first thing that goes up, and that goes up right after Christmas.
And
Or
then you
right
can-
after
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
That way you turn that on.
Yeah, and it just sort of
It's like a warning to the neighbors.
exactly.
It's coming.
That's
The lights
exactly
are
Horrible turn of events.
Yeah, that's
Horrible.
exactly.
Oh, that's air horn. All right. So,
Well, tell us about. So you get everything set all up.
Yeah,
Everything's ready to go.
we drag everything out of a very small shed.
Okay.
In the back that is busting at the seams. With
Time
it.
for a bigger shed.
It is. Yeah.
Maybe 2-story on this one.
Potentially. Yeah. Yeah. We're thinking about something. Drag everything out. Start dragging stuff out into the front yard. And there is no rhyme or reason to it.
okay.
It just go.
So
It's really not as complex as you might. It just
you don't actually do like a
The only thing-
scene layout. You know what I mean?
preemptively. No, not at all.
You do it on the fly.
Yeah, it's just. And that's
But do you have to have the lights lit in order to do that?
Well, with his
When you're setting them up, you have to. Do you do it at night,
with
during the day, or at night?
It spills into the night. I'll turn them on during the day. You have to watch, not plug too many in. I get a pretty good feel. I mean, it's been years that we've been doing this.
Okay.
I get a pretty good idea of how far I can stretch a string of lights.
Okay.
And if not, I got a bunch of fuses and change a fuse and relocate. And once I get everything where I want it, then I start running power, figuring things out. I make sure everything's balanced power-wise, so I'm not overloading one thing or another, and tripping breakers and all of that stuff. Everything's pretty balanced and
Okay.
That's why
a
we
little
don't
fine-tuning
do
at the
Christmas
end.
lights.
Well, that's you saw what I put up. I do one strand of LED
One
lights,
That's
strand of
awesome.
lights.
but I win.
I did none this year. There are no Christmas. I got the tree up this year. I feel like
We just got our tree today. All right, so here's a secret, and I don't know if people know this, but we usually get our tree fairly close to Thanksgiving, and we go to Collier Road over on
Oh yeah.
but Collier.
Sign this up all.
I
year
love
long.
Collier.
All year
I love
long.
Collier. It's the same family's been running for forever.
Yeah.
But their
Hey, they're
prices,
homeschoolers, too.
yes,
They are.
their prices have been going
They're not
up
social too.
and up
No.
and up and up and up. When we first got the tree there, it was like $40-$45. They're like 90 now. Okay. And I'm like, I looked at the budget this year, and because people know about my job situation a couple months ago, so we're still recovering from that. And I'm like, I'm not spending $100 on a Christmas tree. So we went to Lowe's and Home Depot today. All right. So we got done at church. And I'm like, you go to Home Depot, I'll go to Lowe's. Let's see what they have left over. They had I went to Lowe's, so I don't know what was at Home
They
Depot.
have trees. at
She didn't
Lowe's
like,
and Home
Kate
Depot?
did not like what was over at Home Depot. So I'm like, well, they got like 50 of them over here at Lowe's still. And they were all reduced. They were all 25 and 50% off. It's still the same trees, but it's closer to Christmas, and they don't want them to sit there.
Yeah.
So I got a $60 tree for like $35. And it's not like it's not a Collier tree, I'll be honest, okay? But it's like it's enough to sit in a corner
still
and have
gonna
lights on
die
it. Look,
and need
it's
water.
still gonna do the same things. It's gonna smell up the house, drop needles all over the place, eventually die and be dragged and thrown into the trash, right?
Yeah.
So I cut my Christmas tree budget into a third, and it was just by procrastinating. So I don't know if that's a good thing, huh? You know me, I need to be on time and everything's got to be ready and done and holiday season and woo. But I was been just busy and yeah, so
You're. I'm gonna let that go.
yeah, all
You're
right.
never on time. You're.
For what?
All right, we're gonna move on.
Oh, no. You
to
want
the
no.
next
This is a whole
question.
different show about me and Kate, all right? So what no. We're not doing that right now. All right, so point being, back to this house, okay? So the layout is just kind of on the fly.
Yeah.
So at this point I put a little break.
It's different each year. Then ish. We talked about.
Yeah.
But you have a general idea where you want to put stuff.
General idea. I mix it up a little bit. The last year was last year, the year before. First year we had a nativity, and it was sort of. I remember thinking last year, it was sort of tucked away in the corner.
Okay.
So this year, I actually had Rory set it up, sort of right in front of the house, right underneath the projector. Your eyes get right to it, kind of keeping.
Oh, that's right,
priorities
because
straight.
that way
So
you're
Yeah.
focused at an area.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Because
okay.
it was sort of behind all the blow-ups, behind a bunch of other stuff. And
Okay.
I felt bad, but it worked in the moment.
Okay. Well, let's. Well, we already asked that question.
Do
All
your-
right. Well, let's go ahead.
Do your kid? How much does your family help with this?
Tons. They're out there every hour and every. I'm sorry.
I think he
They're
just.
all just laughing.
I tried.
I
It's
think.
not-
I
So-
think. We hear laughter.
The show
We
is
hear.
filled with a little bit of white
We hear.
lies.
We hear. We
So
hear.
Everyone helps in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Levi untangles lights. Roy sets up little things. Sarah last year helped by holding a ladder and having the phone ready to call 911 in case I fell
Okay.
because I had to fix stuff on the roof covered in snow and ice.
Oh, nice.
So
That's always
And I
fun.
can tell
Important
you,
roles.
let's talk real quick about the lighting party that you do that I got to be a part of this year.
Yeah.
Because Sarah was amazing at hosting that.
Yeah, she rocks it out. She acts like this is my thing, and I think she's grown very fond of our Christmas party. She buys.
She's over there laughing.
Yeah,
She's over there laughing.
Like,
She's over there laughing.
Cookies, hot chocolate,
You're
coffee.
getting commended.
Yeah,
she's blushing over there.
yeah.
All right. Wrong one. All right, so at this point, I had the little line for the break.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna
So,
try to
folks,
take this
here's
outside.
what we're going to do. And you know, with Hop and Bean and with 330, that we often will experience technical difficulties.
Especially because I'm the one unhooking.
So,
it.
we have no idea how this is going to work, but we're literally going to kind of dismantle our current setup here for it'll take about 30 seconds or so. And so, yeah, you can go ahead and get started. And we're going to get prepped, and we're going to head on outside, and we're going to take a look at this bad boy, and then we'll bring you back inside to finish up. All right? So,
Can I take my antlers off?
yes, you can take your antlers off if you want to. You're in charge. So why are you asking me questions? All right, so here we go. Time to do this. Okay, so there's that. We're going to turn this up. Check, test. Yeah, it's still hearing us. There we are. Check, test. Okay, so we're still good there. And then if I unplug here, okay, there's that. We're still on. Good. And you unplugged that.
I'm good.
And I should be able to unplug these. Bam. Bam. Okay. All right, so right now we're still live. Hopefully everybody can still see us, and I know you can hear us because we're good there. I'm gonna grab my coat, and we are gonna head on outside. Are you supposed to be touching up your lipstick or anything?
No,
it was all.
Don't share my secrets.
Can I hit the?
We get everyone together like this.
What's that? Whoa!
So when
I don't know
you
what that
do,
is.
What is that?
make sure to plan meals with grapes. The family.
What just happened?
I don't know, but we're still live.
I didn't do
Explore
it.
grapes and their endless possibilities. Visit Grapes from California.
I think we just did a commercial for somebody. I'm not sure, but go visit Grapes from California, and hopefully they will now pay us for that sponsorship. Okay. But let me grab my coat real quick. Oh, you are just jostling everybody around.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
The screen's going all over the place. This is like must-see TV right now. All right, so here we go. I'm
Who
putting
put
up.
me in charge of the camera?
You're in charge of everything all the time, man. Hey,
Okay, we're done. We're done trying.
Glenn, can you still hear us? Would you stop shaking us? Oh my gosh, these people are
That's
gonna.
my dad. He knows the quality of my camera work.
These people are gonna have. They're gonna have. Oh my gosh! Look what you're doing right now. The whole thing it looks like there's an earthquake happening.
Oh, jeez.
All right, are you good to go?
I'm good.
All right, let me put the headset on.
I can't get my legs all in. That leg won't go in.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Well, I can't get through doorways very
That's
well.
it. Yeah, we're still. I can still hear us. Okay. All right, we're good. Everybody still. We still live. All right, and then you guys, if you want to monitor, can you still see it? Did you see the earthquake that just happened? Okay. All right, out we go.
All right, we are ready. Ooh, it's more cold out here than I thought.
Okay, you got your coat on?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, so we're heading out. We're on the back deck right now, and you can
Wait,
see
I gotta shut doors.
they got some
Oh, this is cute out here.
casual lights out here. Now,
Yeah, this is our dining area, our
What time's dinner tomorrow?
This is where we have our steak dinners, our
Nice. I'm assuming
Or
does this stay? You keep these up all year,
These
probably.
aren't
Year round.
Christmas lights.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So those
these
don't have to
aren't-
come down. So that's
these
good.
aren't seasonal.
Okay.
Here, Hank, try to push that in. Real quick.
Try to push that in. Here, you hold this. Hold that.
Try to push that in.
All right. So you got that.
Yeah, it won't.
Oh,
Wow.
it's another earthquake.
Okay, perfect.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
was all
is
shaky.
Not my fault.
That one was my fault. All right. Watch the cord.
I'm good.
Got the cord. All right. Here we go. Oh, he's got lights down the side. I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, down both sides. That's all new this year.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Go ahead and give him a shameless plug for Mr. Electric right there.
Call and ask for just him.
Just Ryan C, not Ryan T, who's probably watching. Sorry, Ryan, but Ryan C.
There's two Ryans. So Mr. Electric,
I
the
can
number is
say-
800-306-7172, MrElectric.com. Hopefully they pay us for that shameless
We
plug as
will
well.
be expecting sponsorship in 2000.
All right,
I might do that.
Well, here, hey, take a look over here. So
I got this.
this is where they got the
Here's
countdown
the
clock.
countdown we was talking
Yep.
about. Oh goodness!
to
Reminder:
the seconds.
Christmas is in 8 days, guys.
Yeah,
It
and
is.
speaking of, we got to do. I still have to shop. I haven't done anything.
You haven't shopped at all?
No. Just for Kate. That's not on cam, is it?
I just got mine done today.
Kate, he has not shopped for you yet.
You don't have
Please
to.
send your list to me.
Nobody knows
I'll
that. We
make
don't have to
sure.
tell her that. Okay. All right. So take a look. Here's the manger. That's what you were talking about, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So that way I see. So I pictured it being further out, but you got it literally right under the countdown clock. That
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So you're drawing attention to the reason for the season. So that's
That's it.
pretty cool. All right, so you see there's a big old wreath up here in the garage. You see that guy? Okay, so let's talk layout and
Yeah.
do you quadrant things off? So give me an example. So you said there's relays and stuff like that?
Yeah. So there's one of the first projects when we moved in was getting the service upgraded to be able to handle what I envision over my lifetime.
Okay.
So we got a whole separate service that is probably as big as most of what runs all of your guys' houses.
Okay.
And
Like 80 amps, 100.
just designated for Christmas. There's a panel sitting in there that runs nothing but the Christmas display, and I think one light in the
Were we
garage.
talking like 80 amps, 120 amps?
100 amps.
Okay.
The display, actually, I measured that so I would have that info. My display, everything going, is running about 58 amps,
Okay.
which is insane. The meter spins very quickly. The bill is going up and up as we speak.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And we'll talk
It's-
about that inside.
yeah.
So,
yeah, there's conduit run all over the place. I tried to hide it and conceal it as much as possible, get it to blend in.
as far as
And there's supposed to be, I don't know. If,
wiring conduit?
Yeah, wiring conduit so that way there's circuits spread out all over the place.
Okay.
Eventually, the yard's going to get tore up. There will be circuits run out through the yard, eliminating extension cords all over the place, trying to make it as friendly as possible to walk around, to be able to see, because there's so many layers to it.
Okay. So you're literally
Yeah,
literally
bought
going
this
to
house for Christmas.
you're literally
No,
you're literally going to redo your front yard to accommodate your
Yeah.
future Christmas lighting scheme.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. That sounds good. So give me an idea. So Danny, if we could back up now, let's get a picture of like the garage area. If I'm looking at that garage and the roof and this section, how much of that is on the same circuit?
There's over here. There's probably 2 circuits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's say to the chimney, as far as the chimney
To
goes.
the chimney, you might be picking up a little bit of another circuit.
Okay. And how many circuits do you run total?
6.
Okay.
6.
All right.
And is there, so we were here for the lighting.
Yeah.
And Carter said he helped plug something in and do something else. And
Yeah. So there's
How
everything
many,
is
what do you do to turn these on at night?
nothing. That's the beauty of it.
Oh, you have it on timers now.
It's one timer. Back in the day, I had multiple timers, and part of the display would turn on. It would turn on almost in thirds, and then turn off in thirds. It was terrible. It was embarrassing. But being in the home, we're never going to leave. Then you set up contactors and all of this crazy electrical stuff, and basically everything is run off of a timer. So they turn on right about 6 o'clock, and they turn off at 10:04. And I don't worry about anything except when it rains and I trip GFIs.
Okay. And I didn't even notice. Did you see his shirt? It says
Yeah.
Santa's favorite electrician. I
Yes.
just caught that. All right, let's head on out a little bit. Now we're not gonna
Women are like great.
we're not gonna go all the way out because we're concerned about
We don't
the
wanna lose
Wi-Fi signal. We don't want to go too far out. But if we could just scan around from maybe here, you could see. So I mean, you got the goal when you think of this as far as your layout, right?
Yeah.
Do you like frame it so it looks like you framed it?
got stuff all the way
Okay, so these are poles that you put in, right?
Correct.
So that provides like a fence framing of the lighting, right? Mm-hmm. And then you've got the individual displays and all that. They're all the blow up displays. And how does it go? So every year you're adding stuff, right?
Yes.
What do you do? What do you do to select items? What's the thought process there?
First criteria typically is it on sale?
Okay.
Is it clearance?
Okay.
Are you one of those shoppers?
Like for example, as soon as Christmas is over, you'll be out looking.
In a couple of weeks, I'm going to be purchasing a majority of what I'll put up next year.
Okay.
There's a gigantic teddy bear over there that I got for literally a tenth of the
Look,
price.
People are driving by
Yeah.
shopping.
People are
Yeah,
driving
we
by
got
right
people.
now. Of
Hopefully,
course,
maybe they're watching. That'd be
they
great.
might be. They might be.
And so you buy things on sale. Speaking of the neighbors and the flashing lights, our one neighbors, Amanda and Chad, they've actually given us blow-ups as gifts.
I
It's
actually
just,
have quite a bit you can have.
I'll take it all. Yeah. Anybody who doesn't want their Christmas lights anymore, you let me know. I'll come get them. I'll
Okay.
put them to good use.
Okay.
So yeah, everything's just cheap. Yard sales. A bunch of this stuff was bought at yard sales. I try not to pay full price for any of it because, well, the electric bill's high. So
Okay. I see you got. Let's wave at the people. Wave at the people. Hi, you guys are live on the air right now.
that was great.
All right. So, the leg lamp. I see the leg lamp. Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you get that?
Oh man, Sarah got that for me
Oh, it's hard to see.
quite a few years ago.
Okay.
I could take that bulb.
No, that's okay.
That
It's
ball
it's fine.
That's okay. Yeah.
People will see it. People see it.
So
Does it light up on its own?
it used to.
Okay.
It's getting old.
Okay.
So it's brought up to the house, sheltered a little bit with the overhang from
Okay.
the elements. Actually, I used to have a 8-9 foot tall court jester because I was trying to go for a Island of Misfit Toys thing, and it didn't really work out too well. I didn't find anything else to go in it.
Okay.
So I took the fan out of that and put that in there because I couldn't find parts for that thing anymore. You can't find that. I was going to even buy another one.
Okay.
Can't find them.
Okay.
But that's my pride.
Well,
and
yeah.
joy.
At this point, you got to get the real deal. The
Right,
the
that
5 footer
window.
in that bay window right there. Right. I mean,
How do
has
you feel
there
about
been a
that?
conversation with that yet?
Well,
They bought the house due to Christmas.
There is now.
Yeah.
Well,
If there hasn't been a conversation, I just
sorry, Sarah.
inspired one.
yeah,
so
it's all right. Yeah.
All right,
it's a
so,
thought. It's a thought.
All right, so let's add on back in, and we'll talk about all the logistics in terms of costs and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. But folks, once again, what's the street address? It's 1105
1105 Oak Tree Road.
Oak Tree Road, and you can stop by. What time's the timer turn it off?
6 to 10 every night.
I
Okay,
accept coffee if you want to come soon.
Yeah, Christmas Eve, it'll run all night.
okay,
New Year's Eve, it'll run all night.
okay.
Um,
And then when do you shut it down? Like the week
and
after
then
New Year's?
New Year's Day ish.
Okay.
It shuts down. If you got family coming into town, let me know. It won't be taken down until February, so you let me know. I'll turn it back on. No big
Okay.
deal. And but yeah, 6 to 10. If you stop by, if you can somehow get a hold of me, I will definitely bring out hot chocolate candy canes if I'm home. We have a plethora of stuff in there. So
Hot chocolate and candy canes. The first time I met you, I got a candy cane.
yeah,
They
Nice.
are a wonderful family.
Driving around. In fact, Kate had an event to go to for one of our kids that night, so she missed the whole first part of the tour.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to take her to this house and the one over on Fraser, so she really enjoyed both of them.
nice.
So, and again, when we did this, we were trying to be as objective as possible. Is this the best light display in Summit County? No, but it's a really good one. And he went, what?
Are you serious?
This
But
one is family oriented as well.
it's very
and the
family
thought
oriented.
and the love
It's
behind
in Copley. There's a lot, and again, I'm sure if we were to go and talk to all of these people that are these homeowners, they would have very similar stories. The people, these folks are very passionate about Christmas, and they're very passionate with sharing that with other people. And that to me is really why I wanted to get a chance to highlight you guys. All right, so we want to go in through that door now?
We can go in anywhere we
All
want.
right, so let's go in that door.
Let me stretch my legs back out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
Well,
Don't
I'll
let
help
it
you once we get in there. I'll help you once we get in there. It should be easier to connect than it was.
I think I'm already good.
It should be easier to connect than it was to disconnect. So,
Don't say that yet.
all right, here we go. Do the whole. Remember what Moon Man did when we were filming lemurs?
No.
Just point the camera down because I know she
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
want.
let's not show personal.
She doesn't want us to see dishes and
We're gonna look.
and they're hiding. They're look. They already left. They're hiding. Okay.
It's a wonderful floor.
There you go.
It actually is a very nice.
There you
floor.
go. All right, so I'm gonna put this over here, back where it was. I'm gonna plug that back in like this. No, your feet are not all the way down. And then I'll plug this back in like this. This back in like this. Right?
Please bear with us a second.
Please stand by.
Please stand by. Oh, I'm good.
You good?
I'm good. I need to get
All
forward.
right, let me. Actually, you don't. It sets the power, so. All right. Here's your
We're a little crooked.
antlers.
I gotta put those things back on.
Absolutely.
Why do I feel like we're crooked?
Absolutely.
Our house might be leaning after that earthquake.
Okay, you wanna
You're not crooked.
check test? Check it. Let's see if this all works. My ears are not cold with this.
You
thing.
complaining?
I am. Check test. There we go. Okay, we're working. Hold on. Wait. You wanna touch up your lips? I left it right there. If you wanna.
Would you like some color?
Bazinga!
If you want to touch up your lips. No, I don't want any color. No, thank you.
That's a whole new. We did a
That's
show
a whole different show
a
right
couple
there.
months ago. What women want and what women do to look pretty.
Sure.
We got to charcoal his face. I tried to get him to let me
I don't
wax
even know what that
it.
means, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Charcoal mask. It's like
Hey,
black and
Michelle and Kelly say hi. Brian's on. He says hi. Sybil says hi. Alicia
this is
says
good.
hi. Other Brian's watching. Sheena's watching. Okay. All right. So thanks for staying with us, guys. They wouldn't hit. I love it. They're back. They're back. Our audience is back. But yeah, it was really neat. It was a little cold, but that's okay. We did the Browns parade last year, so that's not cold right now. All right. So now let's get into the. You brought up the dial. You brought up the meter. Okay. What do these things cost to run? I mean, they just give us a general ballpark. You don't have to disclose. And is there a way? Now, here's what's neat, right? You've got them separated in circuits.
Certainly.
Does it?
Do you get separate bills?
Does it? Yeah. Does it separate it for you on there?
Oh no! They're just separate circuits, just so nothing blows up or burns down.
Oh, you know what? Hold on, guys. Hold on.
You're not
Yeah.
reattached.
Yep. I'm like, what's going on here? And we're back. Say something.
Say hello.
Something.
There we go. All right.
Beautiful.
So, all right. What the question was is, are they're all in one bill?
Yeah, one bill.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
But can you separate it?
Like
Like if you look at it, can you see? Okay, well,
of your average monthly bill to your Christmas
Oh yeah,
bill?
I'm sure it goes up tremendously.
Okay.
4, 5, 5,000, 1,000.
what?
I'm getting 150.
It's about
150,000.
When he just said 4 to 5,000,
What?
my
Wait.
Lord.
What is going on?
It's about 100. Yeah, $150.
All right.
That's
Just
it.
to run the display.
Okay, when he said 4
So
to 5,000,
it's different.
I was
So you
like-
could tell the difference,
Oh certainly.
like air conditioning versus Christmas lights.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
150
It's-
is not nearly
It's
as bad as
twice.
1,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's equivalent of running the air
I'm
conditioner.
surprised about that. I would have assumed
Well,
it would have been loud.
They're not. And that's a good question. Are most of these filament or most of them LED now?
A majority of them are LED or filament.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
filament.
didn't have many LEDs.
Not too many LEDs. No.
Because LEDs would be cheaper, right?
To run. Yes.
But not
But
cheaper.
But their
Charge
initial
you.
purchase cost is higher
Exactly.
because they get you. They get you one way or the other.
Exactly.
All right. Are you considering making that switch?
No,
If
I
they go
like
on sale.
I like the way the incandescent glows,
Okay.
and I was hoping we would get snow for tonight. When you get a good heavy snowfall,
Yeah.
the display looks different too. The LED lights don't have any heat, so they won't melt through the snow.
Correct. Okay.
So the incandescent ones will melt through the snow, and it looks really cool,
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
up
yeah.
on the roof, the bushes.
I would think that would look cool.
Oh, it looks awesome.
Roy, could you do me a favor? Come here to the thing, and just grab that handle right there on the back. Okay,
Oh.
and then just turn the camera so it's more toward your dad. Just put or just like that. Okay. All right. I think that's a better shot now. And
in a
yeah,
second.
we should be good. Does it look better?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, so all right, so the neighbors are very supportive. Okay,
Very much.
How do you know? Do you know other people that do what you do?
I know of.
Okay.
Yeah. There are.
Do you guys have like a little light club or something?
Well, there's a couple of really cool Facebook groups.
the first
Really?
Oh yeah.
the first rule of Light Club
Yeah.
is you don't tell anybody about Light
Yeah,
Club.
nobody decorates. Yeah. It's
All right.
all an illusion.
All right, so
I want to hear what he has.
what?
When are we gonna get to that?
What do I
Yeah,
do?
yeah. So let's talk
Oh.
about that. You got some coverage. You've only been doing this 3 years, but
Well, no, I've been decorating.
but I'm saying here,
3
this house,
years.
are these from this house?
These are from this house. Yeah.
So yeah, my point is
Yeah.
for being here for a short window, you've already got some coverage.
Yeah.
So tell us about those.
Well, so we'll start from the beginning. My dad decorated. This was towards the end of him decorating and whatnot, and a reporter got in contact with them, and they did this whole cool display. And then my wife, being the great, awesome wife that she is, and super supportive of all of this. As long as their lights aren't up past March, February, March. If the weather's real bad, but so she got a hold of this reporter and orchestrated the whole thing, and she came out, and it's 11 years to the day that my dad's article came out that we did a whole big display, and we got to talk about it, and just a cool write-up.
Cool story, bro.
Super cool.
So is one about you and one's
One
about
is
your dad?
me, yeah, and the other one
He's got a good
is
picture
my
in
dad.
some of his display.
Well,
Yeah.
wait.
Okay, wait. What do you want to see?
What's that one over there? Is
This
that you?
one.
Dad.
That's my dad.
That's a picture of your dad.
That is
I thought
my
that was
dad.
you.
No, that's my
I mean,
dad.
it makes sense that you guys look alike, right? So, well, here's the thing, right? So,
You have to, I guess.
Just shot that look.
no, but my point is, I
We
thought
could
that was
start a
him.
whole nother show.
I thought that was you
No,
without facial hair. All right.
no, yeah,
So that's pretty.
yeah,
That's really cool. That is really cool.
yeah.
So wow. I mean, that's really cool. Think about that.
Do you have
is super cool.
anything from his? Because he doesn't decorate any longer.
Certainly not.
Do you have anything from his display?
Yeah, some of the reindeer, and I think maybe a blow mold or two. He didn't have the wisdom bestowed upon him to have everything done by February, so a lot of his stuff was left up year round.
Oh boy.
That's what he did.
Oh boy.
That's what he did.
So many comments right now. I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna edit all of them right now.
Yeah. No.
All right. So, do you traffic wise the traffic pattern?
Yeah.
Where is this no outlet?
It is a no
Yeah.
outlet.
Yep.
So they gotta
cul-de-sac
come
at
in?
the end.
Turn around.
Gotta
You'll
turn
go
around,
back.
go out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So, what night is there the most traffic? When do you think? Like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, maybe
Okay.
Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, those 3 days.
Do a lot of people know about this house, and have we helped that happen a little bit?
I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm sure of it. Yeah.
All right. So, so tell me. Well, that being said, how do you keep everything secure? Because I have an absolute really horrible confession. All right. So
Oh, we did not discuss
this is a horrible
Yeah.
confession. All right. I don't even know if I should say this.
Say it.
I can't.
Now
I
you have
should.
to share.
All right. I'm gonna tell this story, and I'm gonna.
And here goes all of our viewers.
How's this go? We will leave the names out to protect the innocent. We'll say it that way. This was mid 90s. Okay. I shouldn't tell this. This is really bad. This is really bad. This is
No,
bad
I've
because
heard
I
the
know
story.
that the funny thing is that the guys that orchestrated this are now both ministers. They're now both pastors of their respective
Well,
churches.
you didn't need to say that.
Luckily,
That
they're not
narrows it
in.
down.
No,
Luckily, they're
now you have to
nowhere
share.
near here. Okay, but I hope they don't tune into this. All right, but they I was in a fraternity, and around this time of year,
Did they steal baby
some of my fraternity
Did
brothers.
they steal baby Jesus?
Not Jesus. Well, I don't know. Some of my fraternity brothers. They called it the annual redistribution of Christmas wealth. Okay,
We went to the same college. We did this. Wait.
the annual redistribution of Christmas wealth. They would literally go and they would target the bigger displays like this, and they would take things and they turn them into Goodwill.
Oh,
I'm dead serious.
so we did something different.
Oh, I'd be so salty.
They would take people's Santa Clauses and stuff and like turn it into Goodwill.
Oh,
And they
I'd
called
be
it
so mad.
they called themselves Christmas Robin Hoods.
Don't get
okay?
any ideas, boys
Right.
and girls.
But that's my point,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
How do you keep your stuff secure? That was my question.
Now, can
Right
I share
there.
that? So we went to.
the Second Amendment.
Don't tell. Hey, you put that out there, and now everybody knows. Don't mess with this house,
We
right?
firmly believe in the Second Amendment.
Don't say the school. Don't say the school. Go ahead.
No, we went to the same college.
Yes.
40 years apart.
40.
Ish.
What? Where's it put?
I think technically
No.
like 15 years.
40.
When did you graduate?
What?
When did you graduate?
I graduated in '97.
I was in middle school in 97.
Oh my
We
gosh.
graduated. I graduated in
Wait,
08.
hold on. Where's the
So we
buzzer?
graduated from college. I was part of a sorority as well. However, I can honestly say I never participated, but I may have drove the vehicle every time.
So you were a getaway driver.
I was a getaway
Oh,
driver.
They
Gosh.
get 5 to 10. So what are you after with me?
We.
No, you know better than me. You know better than me.
I know better
But
than
I
you.
didn't do it. Here's the thing.
Oh,
I
I
didn't
was
do
the
it.
car.
But
I
I
was
was
the
an
car.
accomplice because I didn't turn anybody in, right? I mean, you're
No,
guilty by
what we would
association.
do is we called it Christmas sharing.
Oh my gosh.
We
You
called
called
it
something
Christmas
else.
Sharing. Our sorority would go.
Look
and-
at he's twitching over here right now.
Oh, fuming.
He's like
This is terrible.
He's like, can't believe that we're even talking.
We
Do
would
it!
take
Can't believe we were
Christmas decorations from people who had an abundance
Right.
and put
Put
them
them in other people's yards
that didn't
nearby.
have any. Yeah.
Nearby. All right, so let's.
Doors down.
I can't believe we went
that
this
wouldn't
direction.
be so bad.
And I
Right.
Because I would get up in the morning for work and be like, why is my snowman
Why
down the
is
road?
Jesus across the road?
Right.
Why is Santa
Yeah.
on Melanie's roof?
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
So we were sharing Christmas cheer and love.
Well, and so all these houses that we listed on the route, which again, when you're done with this, if you want us to share that route with you, I can send you that that Word document. Every one of them was clustered. It was like Family Dollar, Dollar General, Burger King, McDonald's. So you go to these houses, and around in every direction were like 5 to 10. See, yours is kind of secluded. It's back here by
We didn't
itself.
keep up with the
Okay.
Joneses.
But this was straight like, okay, you're doing that? Fair enough. But they were all, now, of course, the big boys were the ones that we highlighted, but around them were really good displays too. So if you go on that route that we picked out for you, everybody, you'll see a lot of good Christmas lights, okay? So, all right, so what are, the last question then, no, here's one. Okay, what are the best and worst experiences that you've had with people visiting? Okay, so give me an idea of, we got a face from back over here,
Yeah.
all right? Give me,
Do we have any
and it
idea?
doesn't necessarily be with people visiting, but just in general with the whole
Well,
thing,
now you're gonna
okay?
have random people stopping by for kidney canes.
Candy canes,
Candy
kidney,
Candy canes
kid.
and ice it.
The point is, if you
Just
had to say, okay, this is a part of it that's really good, and this is a part of it that stinks. So let's start with the really good part.
The really good part is it's just cool. It's fun.
Right?
People honking like when we were just out a little bit ago. That happens all the time.
Okay.
I come home from work and wind blew something over, something happened. I'm out there tweaking it and working on it, and people are honking and waving, they walking dogs, and bringing that joy into people's lives and ours is just a blast. It's just so neat.
Okay.
The sucky part, I can't wait to see what my yard looks like in the spring because it's so muddy out there.
Oh,
I think with the house lighting, we had so many people
Just
come
walking
over.
through the
Yeah,
lawn.
and it just
We
it
were-
Oh,
just-
they walk.
Oh yeah,
People get out and they walk through the.
Well, on
For the lighting, people can
Oh.
do that anytime.
Okay.
Honestly, as long as you don't mess with anything, because of that whole Second Amendment thing, don't mess with anything.
Oh, bro.
But feel free to get out and look because, like when we came outside, you're like, oh, this whole side's lit up. There's a whole nother side over there lit up that we didn't even get to see.
Okay.
And during the tree lighting, we are all standing in the driveway, and then he turns them on. And yeah, everybody.
Go ahead and bless them there.
Yard and everything.
Yeah.
We were covered in mud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that that's about it.
So you're just nervous that you did
just
some damage.
ruined my yard. Yeah. And then I'll go to AstroTurf and call
grass
it a day.
grows back.
Yeah,
Grass
sure.
grows
But you're
back.
gonna dig it up anyway to put the
Eventually.
electric lines in.
Eventually.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So what was the exact reason why you changed back from the dancing with the music?
It just seemed like that was going big, and I like being different.
Okay.
So
Okay.
go back a little more.
I think a lot of it had to.
static.
I think a lot of it was from that show with the whole Christmas light wars that
Yeah.
got popular,
Yeah.
and then everyone was like, "Hey, I can do
Yeah.
that." Yeah. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, are there any changes? Any besides? Well, you already told us. Really. I mean, what are
Future plans?
the future plans with the display?
Well, my big goal, eventually, the whole house will be lit up. I've only got one side left not decorated.
Okay.
But eventually, this whole backyard, the deck will be a little bit more Christmas oriented, not just the way it is. I envision seeing this going to having Santa out every weekend. You come, you take pictures with them. We charge a little something for the pictures, but what we charge then would go to support Haven of Rest or something crazy like that, to where we start to become more impactful in the community. Not just by the lights and shining and stuff like that, but we can say, hey, Haven of Rest, here's here's a donation, because that's what we got to do.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a great idea. It's a great idea. All right. Well, whew, I'm tired.
I'm still my nose is still cold.
All right, guys. So yeah, big round of applause for the Corleys, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us out.
This is great.
Yeah. So, thank you for making this year so much fun. To our viewing audience, 2018 was really a blast. I mean, we touched on it on our anniversary show, and I'm going to tag everyone that was a part of everything and all the businesses that we've been part of with this journey. It's been a wonderful year for us. Thank you so much for making it so much fun. We can't wait to see what 2019 has in store, not only for this show, but for our entire network. The network is continuing to grow, and we're just having a lot of fun with it. And for us, the joy comes from just being able to serve the Akron and Canton community. I want to apologize once again to Youngstown. I know you're part of the 330. You guys
We'll find something in there.
We'll find something to do in
That's my
Youngstown, but
next
you're
challenge.
45 minutes to an hour away, and it just hasn't been convenient for us. And just say we suck.
Let
I
us
know,
know
whatever.
if there's something you love in Youngstown.
Yeah, if there's something that's
I
really
will reach
popping
out.
and banging in Youngstown, we'll make that trek for it. Okay, but from the bottom of our hearts, and from our entire 330 to Go network family, we want to wish all you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We're going to take a little break right now, so we're not going anywhere. Don't be alarmed. You're not going to see any shows for a bit, but we need a time to recharge our batteries and get a chance to get ready for 2019. The very next show that we're going to do is going to be toward the end of January or the beginning of February, and my goal is to highlight delivery drivers. I want to have a show that talks about what the folks go through during peak. Right now, we are literally at the epicenter of peak. The 2 weeks leading up to Christmas are the worst in every delivery driver's life. And I'm talking about UPS, FedEx, DHL, United States Postal Service.
All of them.
All of them. The private Amazon, Uber people, okay?
Who are absolutely amazing.
Yeah, but I mean,
wanna
turn your
admit-
mic toward you.
I don't want to
So.
admit that Amazon might have been at my house 4 times today. Somehow.
Right.
Like 4 different deliveries.
From different people, it's
Yeah.
just single cars showing up now
It's
because
amazing.
they've realized that they can like hire those people and it's cheaper than using the other stuff, okay? But the point is, say hi to your delivery people. Give them a candy cane. Give them a tip. Give them a hot cocoa. Give them a water bottle. They are trucking and going from 6 a.m. usually
So way after dark.
to 6, 7, 8 p.m. every night. And in behind them are hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people that are loading those trucks starting at around 10 o'clock at night until about 6 o'clock in the morning. So, give some props to our delivery folks, and we'll reconvene in 2019, starting our season back off with them. Okay. But until then, as is customary, I don't know where I'm going, but there ain't no sense in being late. Everybody in the house, say goodnight, Shirley.
Good night, Shirley. Good night, Shirley. You're not saying good night.
Good night, Shirley.
This podcast is a copyright of Moon Garden Media Limited.
Oh, just a lot of peanut butter.